Good morning, guys. I'm really up close and quiet because Mauricio is sleeping in the next room. He worked overnight. I just went and got coffee, but I wanted to give you guys a quick update on our infertility journey. It's not enough to put into a video, so I'm just going to insert into today's vlog. Basically, I started taking Provera on Monday, and you're supposed to get your period within 5 to 10 days of getting or stopping taking Provera. So 10 days from Friday, which is like next Monday. Today's Thursday, so day 6, and I still have not got my period, but I do have signs of getting a period, and I feel like I'm getting a period. You guys probably know what I feel like. Like, you probably know what I mean when I say, like, I feel like I'm gonna get my period. But it is slightly concerning that I haven't gotten it, because on average they start it on day 7. I don't know, it kind of freaks me out a little bit. But next, I want to say that my periods have been regular for about 2 years now, between getting them I'm between the 8 and 10 month range, like 8 and 10 months out of the year. And if you have a perfect period, you'll be in the 12-month range. And there's also a 10 to 12 month range, and I was super close to being in that range when my doctor looked over my period log, but there was just a couple of longer months that put me back into that last category. So he would rather plan for something more dramatic than not plan for the worst case scenario, so that's what he did. Anyways, I'm not slightly concerned about not starting my period, because I am concerned, because in the past I've gotten symptoms of getting a period and never gotten one. Let me take these off because these are kind of like throwing me off, so they're probably throwing me off. So I've had symptoms in the past of getting a period and I never got one, so it kind of makes my mind wander. But I'm trying really hard not to make my mind wander. Let the medication take its course, let God be in control, let nature take its course, and just try not to think about it, because the worst thing I can do about it is stress about it. But you guys know, like, waiting for your period to come is the worst thing if you don't know when it's gonna come. If you're not like clockwork, and you know, you could be out and like go out and you know, you have to go to the bathroom every 2 hours. If you go to the beach, that's kind of annoying. Restaurants every 2 hours, like if you're out shopping every 2 hours, like it can be quite annoying. But anyways, I just wanted to give you guys that quick update. Hopefully my period starts today or tomorrow, but of course I will update you guys. If not here right away, check out my Instagram. I'll put it right here so you guys can check that out, and also a link down in my bio. That's the best way to get fastest information from me, and also to contact me the quickest. I'm always on Instagram. I love Instagram so much, so go ahead and follow me on there. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and drink my coffee that I just got from Dunkin'. I don't drink it very often now. I haven't had it in like probably almost a month, honestly. But I was feeling it today because Mauricio worked a night shift and I'm by myself, and give me something to do for about 30 minutes. But anyways, I will see you guys when the vlog actually starts, when Mauricio wakes up. It's kind of raining outside, so I hope it clears up so we can do something outside, but who knows, we'll see. Good morning, guys. So the clip you just saw was actually from yesterday morning, but yesterday ended up being a very lazy and boring day, and we ended up not filming a thing because Mauricio worked overnight and he was taking naps, and we kind of just alternated playing the new game The Last of Us. If you guys don't know, I'm really into those sorts of video games, like storylines and zombies. I don't know, but like I don't play anything else except for that, and occasionally like The Sims on my computer, which I haven't played in a really long time, but when I play I get a kick. So I've been playing that game, so we really did nothing. So today I really want to take some time because I knew it's Friday, and I had in my mind that I was going to film a video about hormones, about my hormones, and I wanted to do more of a scientific video, honestly. Like, I wanted to do a bunch of research and then give you guys my personal opinion. But I think I'm gonna give you guys my own experience with a little bit of medical information. Obviously I'm not a medical professional, but a little bit of like science behind it. But I want to keep it more relatable to me and my personal like I guess, my personal experience with hormones and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on my face, not like makeup, but like my moisturizer, and put on a shirt, and then we can talk about kind of my hormones and why I knew my hormones were out of balance. Can your hormones be out of balance when you don't have a period? Like, so many things. So I'm gonna go get ready and I will be right back. Dixie loves to say hello to you guys in the beginning of the video. She loves when Mama sits on the floor with her. Right? Oh yeah. Let me see Squeaky Ball. This one's Squeaky. She's such a sweetheart. Mama's gonna make a little video, okay? Is that okay? So I want to start off this with obviously a disclaimer that I am not a medical professional. I'm just giving you guys my personal opinion and my personal experience with hormones and balancing your hormones, how I knew my hormones were imbalanced, how I helped balance my hormones, and everything such and such. So I'm going to be giving you guys the ultimate tea on hormones today. So I'm really excited because I filmed this video earlier in the week, and I just didn't like how I was acting. I was acting like I was a professional, and I'm not a professional. So I don't want to put that up there because that is just not how I want to portray this conversation, this video, because I feel like it is such a big conversation. It is a big topic, and ultimately you should be discussing it with your doctor if you have big concerns about it. But if you're someone like me, obviously there's people who just prefer to go the more alternative route and try to fix it naturally before going to a doctor, which is completely fine. I do the same thing, and it's helped me in a long time. It's helped me in the long run. Like, honestly, like, I don't go to the doctor very often except for now for infertility. But guys, ultimately, if you really are suffering from severe hormonal imbalance and there's a lot of symptoms that are pretty much unbearable, and you're here like on your last hope trying to figure out how to balance them, what's going on, please visit a doctor. They are going to be your best bet at that point if you have been trying over time to try to naturally make your hormones back into normal flow, if that makes sense. All right, so first I want to talk about my symptoms, how I knew my hormones were out of balance, how I felt, and how I started to appear. So the first thing that I was experiencing is extreme fatigue, and I know if I wake up in the morning and I know I've had a good night's sleep and I ate good the last day, I drank enough water, if I know that I took care of myself the night before and I wake up extremely fatigued, I know for a fact that something is going on in my body and I need to be very cautious with it. So fatigue is number one for me. Like, that is usually the number one symptom in my body that something's off. And a lot of the times now, since I'm taking infertility drugs, that's pretty common. My hormones are kind of like, wait, what the hell? Like, she's always done it this natural. Why is she putting this medicine in us now? So fatigue is always the number one thing. If I feel fatigue in the morning, I know that next day has to be super careful. I try to limit caffeine, limit sugar, take my vitamins, drink lots of water, take a nap if I need to, and exercise for at least 30 minutes. And I usually try to go lower on the intensity of the exercise. Try to keep my heart rate steady at a steady pace, so that I can, you know, kind of help balance my hormones and give my body what it needs. The next thing is thirst and cotton mouth. Guys, I've experienced this. I'm experiencing it today, actually, where I drink a ton of water. Like, you know, you're constantly thirsty and you're just drinking and drinking and drinking and nothing seems to be sufficing, and then you get bloated and you're like, I don't understand, like, I feel like so thirsty, why am I getting bloated from the water? That could be a sign of hormone imbalance. Just because your body is not able to break down the water or get the water where it needs to go, that can also be a sign of hormone imbalance. So I do experience that fairly often. Not as often as I used to do. I would say, honestly, like 2 to 3 times a month. Occasionally I will experience it, and when I get it, it's bad. Like right now it's bad because I'm talking a lot, so that doesn't help. So I am drinking lots of water in between these clips. This one drives me nuts. If you guys know, I'm a fitness enthusiast. I love to train people, give people advice, show people how to do workouts. That is my number one passion in life. I want to open my own gym one day. And guys, I get pain and stiffness in my joints like I'm an old person, and it really worries me. I even spoke to my doctor about it. Like if I'm doing overhead presses, I get joint pain, and he said, okay, lift lighter. So I kind of assumed that. So whenever I'm doing it, it really happens when I work out chest and triceps. I get the worst joint pain ever in my elbows and my wrist, and mostly my elbows, and it hurts so bad that I'm literally like cranking overhead presses at 5 pounds, doing it slow and steady, not pushing anything, and my joints still hurt. So that is something that's ongoing, and honestly, I have not figured out how to fix that. I've tried lifting light, I don't drink a lot of milk, and that honestly maybe be why, but I really haven't found a helpful thing for that. So I don't know if you guys are having that. Definitely speak to your doctor about it. Again, he is not doing anything about it at the moment, just doing light exercises. Try to stop working out when you feel it, because we don't want to put me on any other medication than what I'm on, because it can conflict with medications. Next thing, thin hair. A lot of females have it. It's not normal for you to be in the shower and to wash your hair and for hair to just come out. It's not normal. I used to think it was normal, and I would look it up and people would say it was normal, and my doctor said it's not normal. Something is wrong in the body if you're losing your hair constantly, especially if it's in clumps. You know, it's normal to lose like a couple of pieces of hair, but guys, I would just go like this, and like in the shower, and like clumps would come through. So then he told me, start brushing your hair every day. So I did start brushing my hair every day, but I still get clumps of hair in the shower. That is a huge sign of hormone imbalance. It actually can be signs of more things. That's definitely something to talk to your doctor about. There is certain things that you can take for hair, skin, and nails. What is that called? What is that vitamin called? So it says like vitamins A, C, E, coenzyme Q10, biotin. I think it's biotin is what I'm thinking of. A B complex vitamin, magnesium. So yeah, there's a bunch of things that you can have, but if you are someone who takes vitamins normally aren't bad for you, but they can be. So talk to your doctor about all your vitamins, all your supplements, make sure they're good. If you're losing your hair, talk to your doctor, figure out why. He may even call for you to have a hormone test done. Most of the time, if you go into the doctors and you're worried about your hormones being imbalanced, they will do a blood test on you and get your hormones checked, the main ones at least. And if those ones are out of balance, they're gonna check for even more. Luckily, when I went, my hormones are like perfect. I was so proud of myself that my hormones are pretty balanced, but they are very easily to get unbalanced. I'm very sensitive, so I have to be very careful. Next thing, mood swings. People think that that's common and it's normal. It's not. You even see it on TikTok where like the gynecologists and OBGYNs are like, no, that's not normal. It's not. So extreme mood swings not only can be a sign of a mental illness such as like depression or anxiety, which I do suffer from, it can be a sign of hormone imbalance for a female. So that is something extremely important to talk to your doctor about, especially when it comes to a mental illness. Those are not something to play around with. So if you feel like you're struggling with that, if you're like me and your mood swings are strong, like, I mean, I can go from high to low immediately. Like, you know, I could be screaming at Mauricio one minute and then like loving on him the next, and that's not normal. And so I talked to my doctor about it, and as of right now, it's kind of like hard to balance those out because of all the drugs. So I had to sit down with Mauricio and be like, I am working on it. I do notice it. Call me out on my bullshit and I will try to fix it. But it is really hard if you're taking medications and you just feel agitated. The best thing you can do is just try to keep to yourself and really talk to yourself. Self-talk is really important. Like I'm gonna be in a better mood. Maybe write down something, like journal a little bit. But yeah, something to consider talking to your doctor about. Next thing, insomnia. I struggled with that. When we first moved here in this apartment, I couldn't sleep. Like, I would sleep not at night. Like, I would stay up till like 4 in the morning. The sun would start coming up and then I would fall asleep. It was like I was fearful of sleeping at night. And since then, I do feel like there's something in our apartment that is not, he's not mean, or I don't think they're mean. They're just there, and my body can feel it. But I think it's also hormones, you know, not being able to sleep, and it can be quite annoying. You sleep all day. People are like, why are you sleeping all day? And you're like, well, I was up all night. And they're like, how were you up all night? I was with you. And I was like, yeah, you were sleeping and I was up watching TV on my phone on TikTok for 7 million hours. Like, it's not healthy. So I've tried really hard. No screen time, or limit caffeine, exercise, trying really hard to fight the insomnia, because that stuff is horrible. Hate it. Insomnia can also be paired with a lot of sleep. So if you're sleeping a lot, that could be a sign, which comes with fatigue. I feel like fatigue, if I'm feeling fatigued for the day, I'm also feeling very tired and drowsy. So those two kind of pair with me as well. But insomnia, the opposite would be extreme sleeping. Sleeping all the time, taking naps, sleeping till noon, taking a nap at 3, waking up at 6, falling asleep at 10, you know, those type of things. The last thing that I experienced was the worst thing of them all, and that's infertility. And I have said this multiple times, but I will continue to say it in every video because I never know when someone's gonna watch a video that they haven't watched before, and that is that I have unexplained infertility. They really can't figure out why I have infertility. It's just something that we are still working on. They thought it was polycystic ovarian syndrome, but it was not. I have signs of it and symptoms of it, but not enough to where he thinks that that's the problem. He thinks that, you know, there's something else could be wrong, but he just hasn't put his finger on it yet. So we're still working on that. But now I'm gonna give you guys a couple tips and tricks that I do to help balance my hormones. I've given you guys a couple, obviously, in this video, but I want to give you guys also a couple of tips and tricks that I did not mention, or just go over the ones I did mention. So if you're like here just for the tips and tricks, you can have it all here without watching that whole spiel of me talking about my signs and symptoms. I will leave a link down below. I think it's from Mayo Clinic, don't quote me on that, of an entire list of signs and symptoms, and also a hormone test where it will ask you for signs that you have or symptoms that you have, and it will tell you what could possibly be wrong, what levels, what hormones could be off. And that is something really good to take note of and to take to your doctor and be like, hey, I took this hormone test, this is kind of what it's saying, do you think that's lined up with me? You take the hormone test, see if it lines up, and that kind of just gives you an idea of where to start. I wish I would have known about that before, but you guys, really good starting point. I will leave both of those links down below for you guys, as well as a couple of links to like my Instagram, and I don't have Twitter, Facebook, my business Facebook page, and all those things. So let's get right into the tips and tricks, and then we'll talk about links down below and videos. And so these are going to be tips and tricks are honestly going to be like super generic, and you're going to be like, oh, that's like the same thing I've heard everywhere. But honestly, it is a lifestyle change, and it's very simple. You're kind of weird there, on how to balance your hormones. So the first thing is your diet. I'm gonna talk about different components in your diet that will help you balance your hormones, or hopefully will help you balance your hormones. So the first thing is eating a high protein diet. The reason for that is just because it helps to regulate some of the hormones that your body can't produce. The protein helps to make them. So eating protein is very, very important in any case scenario. If you're someone who lifts weights, and you can eat high protein diets, even like if you're on a vegan diet, vegetarian diet, Presbyterian diet. Is that what it's called? Pescatarian? Presbyterian. One is a church group, one is a diet. Don't know which one. The one where you eat just fish. So yeah, that's the first part of your diet to definitely consider changing or implementing. The next thing sucks for people like me, and that's eating refined sugars and white grain. So a lot of the times I use sugar in the raw, and I will use also wheat bread, wheat pasta, brown rice, all those things. The only thing that I exclude is obviously if I get coffee from Dunkin', that's really hard for me. And also if what was I gonna say? Sushi, white rice, I will not eat it with brown rice. There's no way. So that's like a once in a month occurrence for me, and I try to be careful of how much rice I do consume. I try to eat more of like the Connie salad. If you guys don't know, that's like my favorite thing. If you guys want to check out my what I eat in a day, I actually think I made that snack in that video because I love it a lot. And then another thing is to eat healthy fats, and another one which I've never actually tried, but I've heard lots of good things about it, and it honestly can't hurt, is drinking more green tea. I'm not big of a green tea drinker. I do like green tea with honey, so honestly I should probably try it, but like I said, my hormones are pretty balanced right now, so I'm trying to stick to what I'm doing. But honestly, I don't think including green tea into my diet would necessarily hurt, but it is freaking hot in Florida, so drinking hot tea makes me like cringe, like I don't want to. Like even my coffee, even if it's like brewed coffee, like brewed hot coffee, I let it get to almost room temperature before I drink it. Gross, I know, but it's fucking hot. Next thing is to implement an omega-3, which is a fish oil or eating lots of fatty fish. Omega-3s, I take these. These are actually kind of outdated. Come on. I don't know when they expire though. And I actually have not been taking these, but I am going to start. I thought these vitamins, which is the vitamins that I take, these are from 1UP Nutrition, and these are the Hormone Support Plus. These vitamins are life-changing. Not only do they help with hair, skin, nails, hormone support, they help with stress, menstrual regulation, and PMS. It helps with skin hydration and complexion support. This is an all-around hormone, just a good vitamin, and I've had really good outcomes with it so far. My hair is a lot thicker, my skin is a lot clearer and a lot smoother and a lot moisturizer, and also my hormones are a little bit better. My mood swings are a little bit better. The only thing that I need to start taking again is folic acid, but I have not gotten that yet. But folic acid is good for people who are trying to become pregnant. So if you're not becoming pregnant, you don't have to worry about it. But if you are trying to conceive, folic acid won't hurt. And these do not contain folic acid or folate acid or anything of those sorts. I'll leave a picture of the ingredients right here. I think I've talked about it before. But you can also go on their website, which I will link down below, straight to this product so you guys can check it out. 6 tabs a day. I think I showed you guys last time. They're really big, like this, huge, big, like the size of my eyeball. So they're big. And next thing in your diet is high fiber, which can be really hard if you're eating a whole grain diet, but it's not too hard. Just look up a high fiber diet. Honestly, it's not too hard. That's what helps you poop, so it's good anyways. This one's easy for me, will be hard for a lot of people. Dairy, eliminate it, get rid of it. There's so many more dairy-free alternative options nowadays that you don't even need dairy. I don't even know why it's still an industry. Honestly, I don't think that humans need to drink cow's milk in order to survive. And I think we could implement another thing like oat milk or cashew milk or soy milk into a lot of the things we incorporate milk into. Honestly, like I make our waffles with oat milk, or cashew milk. I put cashew milk in my coffee. I put cashew milk in our cookies. Like, I love cashew milk. Like, that is my favorite milk so far. So yeah, I am a big supporter of not drinking dairy. Cheese is really hard, but I do eat a lot of, or I try to eat vegan cheese. Butter, vegan. What else is there? Dairy. Yogurt. They have like oat yogurt and stuff like that. Really good. What are other dairy products? Like, I can't think of anything. Like butter, cream cheese. I don't eat too much cream cheese anyways. Sour cream, not a big sour cream person. So yeah, it's really easy. So just give it a try. And if you find something if you don't like anything, just kind of limit it. Don't eliminate it, but limit to your intake. So don't eat real cheese every day, or don't drink real milk every day. But yeah, that's my advice to you. But disclaimer again, not a professional, just someone with personal experience. I have a little note here for myself. Regular exercise is super important, so make sure you guys are doing that. 30 minutes of pretty, not intense cardio, but getting your heart rate up there. Stay up there about 30 minutes a day, even if you go on a brisk walk, or you go on a jog, or you lift weights. Try to keep it consistent every day. So yeah, 30 minutes a day will do you. I promise you, you'll see a difference. Just with 30 minutes a day, you will see a difference. Significant difference. Sleep obviously is another one, really important one, to make sure you're sleeping enough. I will leave a link down to why sleep is so important in your hormones down below, so if you guys are interested in that, check it out for sure. Last 2 things that I want to go over is eliminate alcohol or limit. If you're going to, I recommend drinking white liquors, or if you're going to drink like beer, do lighter beers that have low alcohol content. I know that sucks to hear, but honestly, like if you're just gonna drink casually and you are trying to balance your hormones, you kind of gotta choose if getting drunk is more important than your body health. Honestly, that's a choice you're gonna have to make. Something I like to drink is seltzers. You know, so, you know, like watery seltzers and those kind of drinks, fruit drinks. Try to get ones without lots of sugar content. Obviously the alcohol content needs to be pretty low, but drinking alcohol every once in a while is not gonna like be the end of the world. But if you're like a you know, come home every day, drink beer or drink a glass of wine, or if you go out to the beach every weekend and you're getting slammed, yeah, I would definitely reevaluate that if you're trying to improve your body health. And the last thing, but definitely not least, you guys know, water helps everything, honestly. Like, helps improve sleep, helps mental clarity, helps improve skin hydration, improves skin health, improves your vision, helps your internal organs. Water is so important. Your body is like 70% made up of water, so drink your water. So important. My husband is the worst water drinker, and your first indication of your body is lacking water is your pee. So if your pee stinks, or if it has a very yellow color, you need to drink more water. And I don't mean like 1 extra glass a day. Like if your pee stinks, you need to drink a lot more. And if your pee is a really dark yellow, you need to drink more. It means your body needs water. Water, water, water. And if that doesn't help, honestly, go see a doctor, because your pee is what gets rid of toxins in your body. So you want it to be doing it properly. So make sure the goal is to have your pee run clear. But yeah, that was a really long part of this video. I don't know if I'm gonna include a vlog at the end of this now, but we'll see. If not, I will see you guys in my next one. If I do see you guys in a couple of clips, then I will do another outro there. But if I don't, I will leave all the links down below of everything that I talked about today, and all my personal pages. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. So I know I did like an outro in that part, and I did not film anything else except for right now. I'm gonna film for you guys and let you guys know that my period officially started. So I have a lot of video ideas coming out now. Of course, there's gonna be a lot of content because today is gonna be cycle day 1. So starting on Sunday, I will start taking Clomid. And I'm super nervous. I'm super excited. From now on out, after my period ends, we will be taking ovulation tests, and I will be calling the doctor to see if there's anything else we need to do, and obviously I will update you guys on that as well. But yeah, I am gonna go ahead and re-end this video. But yeah, I just wanted to put that in there because obviously it's something really important. Also, before I close it out, one more thing. So I made a TikTok today. If you don't follow me on TikTok, make sure to do that, because I love TikTok and I kind of just like randomly put stuff on there. But I made this amazing TikTok out for my dad, and it is actually getting a lot more traffic than I thought. So where is my video? So right now it has 193 likes and it's nearing 2,500 views. It's been up for about 7 hours. So it's pretty crazy to me. Like, I've had TikToks that have like 2,000 views, but they don't have like 100 likes. And that's after a couple of days. So it's not even been like, I feel like it hasn't even been the peak time of TikTok, because a lot of people go on TikTok at night. So we'll see. I don't know if we're gonna vlog this weekend or not, but I will definitely have lots of content for you guys. So if you're looking for that, definitely stay tuned and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.